I'll give y'all a quick little rundown what I got going on today. This man had a white oak tree blew over. It was right in here. It hit his tornado shelter, but it didn't hit his house. Anyway, and he cut another big red oak that was leaning up there. And he hired me to cut it up into lumber. So this evening, me and Ash are gonna get these two smaller ones back here in the back just to, I ain't been on a sawmill in a while, just kind of get it on there, get it tuned up. And then tomorrow I'm gonna tackle these big ones. He's got this skid steer. I hadn't been on a skid steer in probably 5 years, so that's gonna be fun. I'm sure it's like riding a bicycle. Hopefully he left a key in it for me. Let me look and see. Yeah, key's in it. We'll figure that out. But anyway, I'm gonna set up and get the sawmill ready. Y'all can watch. Cut white oak. I guess it is kind of like riding a bicycle. I hadn't been on one in years. flipped it over and I'm just trying to get that other side done and get what I can out of it. So I can't wait till we cut all this white oak and just, especially in bigger pieces, but this is just one of the limbs. Look at that pattern. That's a pretty pattern. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2x10s and one 1x, which I don't know that 1x is any good. Yeah, it's probably still good. You may have to make it like a 1x6 probably. Yeah, it's good. Actually, that's the 2x, that's the 1x. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 solid 1x or 2x's, and they turned out really good. And I think he's gonna do some, the guy that owns this tree, he's gonna do some outdoor kitchen with this lumber. And now he wants me to cut a mantle out of this, and I think the way that tree service cut it in half for me, and then when I turn it, I may get them some of that I can't remember the name of it now. I say it all the time because I was always wanting to do it, but where you, like, you'll get straight grain. What's it called? Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about probably. That's gonna be some beautiful lumber up in them big old chunks right there, I feel like. And I'll get some more. Oh, and after digging around yesterday, I'm not gonna walk all the way back here, but I'll show y'all, and y'all get to see it on camera when I cut it. But they cut an ash tree last year, and there's 4, 5, 8 foot logs. There's about a 15 footer over there, like the solid chunk. That ash is gonna be pretty, so I'm gonna cut that up for him. But I can't wait to. Tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this, get my choker out of my truck, lift it up, get the choker around it, set it down, pick it up, and I'm gonna set this side down. And then I'll start cutting and squaring this side. It ain't gonna be easy, but one thing I can guarantee, I won't need the dogs. I promise you, the sawmill won't roll it. I just wanted to, I hadn't cut on that sawmill here in, I don't know, I cut a couple cedar logs here about a month ago, but since then it's been like since October, so I just kind of trying to get back into the groove of things. That and my shoulder's still killing me. I don't have much strength on my right side. Maybe doing this it'll get better, but it sure hurts every time I try to bow up on that bar or pick up something or push something. Doctor says I'll get it all back, but dadgum, I don't know when. That tree service told him that there wasn't no good lumber in these red oak logs. But that tree service told them a story, because there would have been some very good lumber. Which, I mean, white oak's better than red oak anyway, especially outdoors. Now, as far as inside, red oak's prettier, but like outdoors, red oak don't hold up. And if he's gonna do an outdoor kitchen, then he needs white oak, so he's right for that. There's some kind of natural protection against decay in these white oaks. We used to, and I still will. I get ready to replace the trailer boards on my trailer. I'll use white oak. They last a long time, especially if you put some diesel and burnt motor oil on, let it soak in. You get 10, 12 years out of them, easy. And that's putting heavy equipment up on it. Anyway, I'll get this little video out to y'all. I just kind of wanted to show y'all what I was up to and make a video. Y'all have a good day. Alright, today these guys is helping me. They really don't want to be on camera. But I've been flattening that one of them big pieces and flipping it. So I'm gonna take y'all and show y'all what we've done so far. We got that side flat and we got the bottom side flat, huh? Yeah, that's just set up there just like that.
You don't want me to straighten it up like this?
Say it again?
You want to straighten it up like this?
That work?
Yeah, that way it's going to be.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna cut all these pieces. That's from yesterday. I cut all these chunks off of that big old thing today. That side I've cut in flat. I've cut two sides flat, we're working on the third. That's gonna be a bunch of lumber out of that white oak. Those sawmills hanging in there. Come over just that way, just a little bit. Main thing, I don't want to run out of blade before I get to the end. Straight on to me. You get that side cleared, you can let it down. We can just push this side over. Yeah. You can go on in some more, Sonny. A little bit more. All right, set it down. You're probably going to do like you were doing earlier. You good? Come on. All right, push that end over a little bit. All right. Alright, I'm about to figure something out. This here ain't gonna work. The angle's wrong. I'm gonna turn this off and get this square. Right there's a little update. I got some 2x there for him, and then he wanted a 8x14 beam for a fireplace. That is the 8x14, which has got a little bit of damage, and he's okay with. Like I said, he thinks he can hide it, but I think his bigger struggle is going to be finding strong enough brackets to hold that thing up on the wall. I'm sure it weighs 400 or 500 pounds. I mean, once it dries out, it'll probably weigh like 225, but Right now, that's a solid chunk of wood. Got some 2x10s. Got some 2x12s over here. And don't pay attention to that first piece. That was that piece where them loggers split it for me. But got that little beam. It's got a little bit of rot right there. But these are some good. Shoot, they're probably 2x14, probably 2x18 even. I don't know. They're pretty wide. Yeah, 2x18. He can put them on table saw and cut whatever he wants out of them. He's gonna do some outdoor kitchen stuff and some mantle. We got this one left as far as big, and we got that little white oak here. I'll probably give him some more 2x10s out of that, I imagine. So much smaller on one end than it is the other, though. That's the problem. It's 14 on this end. $16 that way, but I bet it's 18, it's 17 that way. Yeah. I guess we'll have a lot of waste on it too. Tell you what though, I'm fixing to go back here, look at some of this ash that ought to make some real pretty lumber, really. Feel like as much as I'm charging the man an hour, I'd like to get him more lumber than what I got him. It takes time to cut them more big ones. You gotta use a machine to flip it every time. Not that piece, he can throw that piece away, but those 3 pieces, I'd have quite a bit of lumber in it. There's one up there, pretty long. And then the bottom base over there, I ought to get quite a bit of lumber out of it, and I'll walk up there and show y'all. He owns an oil company and a drilling company. He's probably not worried about my pay, I wouldn't imagine. I just like to do more than what I've done. I may get his guy to come get this bottom piece and at least give him something good to look at, some good ash lumber. It's gonna be nice. Not sure ain't no rattle moccasins, copper-headed rattle moccasins around here. That's a good place for them. Oh, that's more of that ash. My goodness, that's a big base there. Oh yeah. That's a big old, that's a lot of wood in that one right there. All 3 of them are cut good. Well, yeah, it's still cut decent. But that bottom, yes sir, that's a good one there. That big red oak them guys cut, they shouldn't have cut it in chunks like that. We could have made that into lumber. Oh well. Got plenty to do out here, that's for sure. Get back up here with my guys and get me another log on the mill. I'll check back later. All right, so
Good for your nature too.
here's that ash tree I started cutting up. Just cutting wombis out of it. Beautiful. I flipped it over, gonna finish it off right here. Thought I'd let y'all see me make a cut or two. Anyway, that's the, so far that's what I got going on. And y'all done seen all the oak. In the morning we're gonna tackle that last big one. So out of that one log, that's everything. Well, that and that. I got several wombis out of it. About 17 good wombis out of it. 1x10s. Tomorrow we're gonna tackle that right there. That may be the end of this film here. I may go ahead and edit this and get this out. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.